Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are here at my favorite place to go hunting in the wild. We are at CD Warehouse, but we will not be alone because joining me today, all the way from Maine down to Georgia, my fellow Georgia Bulldog. You know him as Jason at Pop Culture Mass. He is going to be with me, meeting him here. We're going to do this together, so pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this.
Oh, there you
got
go.
This right here. Who needs a 4K? I got a DVD.
Breathless.
Good enough for 2002 is good enough for me.
DVDs are great, right, Brian? No 4K needed.
Where's the VHS section?
I don't think they got any VHS. No VHS.
I'm leaving. I'm out.
Oh wait, that's
That's the sci-fi
the
one.
sci-fi one. Yeah.
Like, I think this one. I think I gave this DVD to my brother for Christmas.
Still got a voodoo code in
No
there.
kidding.
Oh, that's just Diner. I thought that was Blood Diner. You know what you don't find a lot is horror movies. I don't. Is there a Blu-ray Captain Ron?
It beats me. I do not own Captain Ron.
Captain Ron's awesome.
But dude, you know?
They did used to do cooler stuff for DVD, just like DVD releases overall.
I feel like the worst generation was the Blu-ray only.
Yeah.
When everything went to Blu-ray, it got that ugly blue case, which I hate, and it was just thin and there was nothing to it. But then now that the boutiques are taking over with more Blu-ray and 4K, it's getting nice again. But I remember like DVDs. I've even got a few of these snap cases just because I can't get rid of them.
Yeah, you can't do any and you can't store the snapper cases any other way either.
Yeah, it's like you throw it away, or there's nothing you can do with it. On DVD.
And today, you got to be excited about Criterion announcing what, Spinal Tap?
Yeah,
Oh my
I have
God.
actually. I bought that on DVD about a year ago as well.
So you took the shrapnel.
I took the shrapnel for everybody. I didn't think it would ever come back.
So here's one of those
I should have known better.
cool they used to just for like a standard release of.
Yeah, that's a nice slipcase.
They used to do stuff like that for Blu-ray or for
That was when
DVD.
people bought DVDs like it was.
A thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. It was a cool thing to do.
This is a sneaky good war film right there.
Oh, Hamburger Hill's excellent. Eurotrip. This is the same DVD that I've got at home.
That's the same one I have too.
Yeah.
The unrated version,
Yes. Very nice.
which we're not getting the 4K unrated of Road Trip. I
That
think
is unfortunate too.
this is a good movie. Blast from the Past. Is that a snapper case of Salem's Lot?
Yeah. It's totally a snapper case. It sounds long.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't get the DVD if there's at least a blue. That's generally my rule.
That's my rule too. I think you and we're on the same
We're
page. I want to get the better.
We're
Resolution
definitely
version.
Yeah, I don't understand backtracking.
I think it's slightly fetishizing of the older formats. Like people
Yeah.
do with vinyl. People have been doing it with vinyl for a long time. Like I got a buddy who spends hundreds of dollars on a single. He's like, it's the Metallica, whatever first pressing of the album. Like, dude,
But I could
$300. How much?
Oh yeah, no.
I'll
I could
spend hundreds of dollars on that crap.
I could at least argue that the white noise and the stuff inherent in vinyl gives it a
I like vinyl.
pleasing sound. To me, you're never going to argue that the DVD looks better than the 4K.
So I think some people also like getting a CRT TV and like watching it like they used to.
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm okay to have
well,
that
I
if
do
I
some
have
weird
a
stuff too.
if I have a little CRT TV, and if I get in the mood, but I'm not going to go hunt those down. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, there you can get you Back to the Future trilogy 4K.
Can you believe that's Leslie Nielsen? Doesn't he?
Oh
look
my
weird?
God, it looks
He
so
looks
different.
weird. It looks so weird in that picture.
Oh, the 3 Iron Mans with slips. Justice League. There's Prometheus for Brian. Oh, there's an Arrow. Pitch Black.
Oh, there you go.
I got
That's
that
the
one.
one that didn't come with a slip. Either.
Yeah, never had a slip, so you don't have to worry about losing out.
But that's the same reason I never bought that one. It's the only Riddick movie I can stand is Pitch Black.
Ooh, the Punisher 4K. This is out of print.
Nice.
That one's going home with me, I think. Do you know how many times I've been in here though and like looked and then got home and watched the video and realized I missed something I didn't have because you just go like blind looking at spine titles.
Yeah, you do kind of. I almost like to have something I'm looking for, so I can look for a few titles. Doesn't always work, but
Shazam. Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a while.
I don't.
Oh, it's got the slip.
Yeah, it's got the slip. I like Tom Cruise. A lot of people like to hate on Tom Cruise.
I like Tom Cruise. I think
jumping on a couch, but
Birds of Prey. I mean, you do get to look at Margot Robbie for a couple of hours.
I feel like that's the only selling point for me.
That's the only selling point on that one.
Available to me. Short Circuit.
Oh wow. Johnny Number 5. How's that not got the 4K yet?
No idea.
You go ahead and
This
get.
must be region big. I don't see the region on it, but I'm also not wearing my glasses.
No, it's got that weird PG
It's
like
the
triangle.
Australian release, I think.
Crazy. I've never seen
Is
that
that
on a blue.
Second Sight? That looks like the Second Sight logo.
It sure is. Second Sight. Man, a Second Sight release
Yeah, that's it.
of Short Circuit. Oh,
You got that one?
no, I do not.
I have that one.
Awesome. I do
Yeah,
not have
that's a
that
good
one.
price, too.
That's a
I
good
think
price on that. Yeah.
Slip cover and everything.
Yes, sir.
You gotta watch out with those Vestrons, because
Yeah, I've got 2 that I got to send back because I'm collecting all those, but I'm not without the slip. I gotta have the slip on those.
it's not fucking doing this slip.
Well, that is the Criterion.
That is the Criterion. It's just got that ugly. It's like the only time Criterion's ever put it in the ugly case.
Oh shit!
And I think that was just because it's a studio release, like a big studio release.
Ugly blue case.
Ugly blue case.
It just mismatches with all the other Criterion.
Yeah, it does.
Surely they
This
would do
one, their original release, I think their first pressing had a slip cover, so it kind of covered up that ugly blue. It's the only time, as far as I know, that Criterion's ever done a slip cover.
it. Surely they'll do a 4K in that at some point. I mean,
Surprised they haven't already.
they're going to get around to doing them all. I feel like I'm so hesitant to buy any Blu-rays anymore,
I don't touch Blu-ray.
unless it's one that I don't care. That I'm never like. I'm like, the Blu-ray will be
Buying cheap
fine.
Blu-rays. I'm never gonna touch Blu-ray anymore. Couldn't get rid of it because they lost the rights to this.
Ah,
So this booklet, it has a comic book inside it, and apparently they lost the rights to reprint this.
interesting.
Portions of comic books that like inspired the movie, so they got rid of it. Like they yanked it. I don't know how long this was actually on the market, but I couldn't get rid of it because hey, it's got a cool lenticular cover.
Yeah, that lenticular is
Lenticular.
really cool.
And then it has a comic book that. My excuse is that my wife asked to see Shutter Island. She's like, "Do we have Shutter Island?"
Oh,
I'll
there
watch
you
that
go.
movie again. So that's my excuse. She's like, "Why did we spend $45 at CD Warehouse?" I'm like, wish they had some VHS so I could
Yeah.
set it on fire in
Just-
the dumpster in the parking lot while I drink a Foudy.
Oh my God!
Taking him hostage, Brian. He's a
Somewhere
mine
Brian's dying. Oh, I got to get a picture of you holding that. All right, we are back from CD Warehouse, and look who followed me home.
I literally followed you home
Yeah,
in the Subaru.
He literally followed me
In my
home.
mom's Subaru. What does that mean?
In Atlanta traffic. I was like, hey, it's only like 9 miles. It'd be like 10, 15 minutes. But it was at 5:15.
So like an hour and 45 minutes later, we finally made it home. It's
We are
cool.
here, and we have earned this. So as we go and show you what we have, it is a toast.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers.
That's a good Georgia beer.
There you
I
go.
miss these.
And I got, just in case you're wondering, I got the Samuel Adams Porch Rocker, which is a German style like lemon radler.
Sam Adams is based up in Boston too, so,
Yeah, so we're
it's
like-
weird. We're like doing
We're
cross,
crossing.
yeah.
So I actually got a pretty good bit, and so did Jason. I'm going to start in honor of our buddy Brian from the last movie Standing.
Love you, Brian.
I bought some DVDs because they're three for $9, and there were some that I never saw before, including one of my favorites here, Predator. I got Predator in this. Now I gotta admit that the slip box is a little crunched, a little crunched. It still has the old like what would be a J card on the back. Good Lord, that's still stuck on there after all this time.
How do you like to be the person to pull that off for the first time?
That was
and
yeah,
that's a 25-year-old
yeah,
DVD.
25-year-old DVD, and I'm the first person to pull that off.
Finally.
Finally, but it is a cool set.
I've never seen it. Check out that artwork on there. I ain't got time to bleed. And I actually think that says it. Yeah, it says, well, no, it says if it bleeds, we can kill it. It's a 2-disc set. Still has the little booklet and everything. Look, for $3, I couldn't leave that in there.
It's almost as cool as saying pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt. Oh, it does say it right there. Ain't got time to bleed. I have the Jesse Ventura MTV shirt, by the way. I love it. And
whatever happened to Jesse Ventura? What's that guy up to these days?
Well, he became the mayor of Minnesota.
Yeah,
for a while.
and then that was like a normal job for him. I think he's kind of gone off the reservation.
Oh, I think he's off.
Recently.
I think he's definitely off the reservation. So that is my first pick there.
Oh, I got some nice stuff in here.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised they had something for me this time. A couple times I've been in the CD warehouse and I've walked out and I've said, they got nothing for me. But today, I bought a few things for my wife, honey. If you're watching this. Shutter Island.
That Shutter Island cascaded into a few other things because you have to get it, but with the slip. Though.
With the slip, yeah, it's a 4K with a slip for $10. I don't know. I can't say no to a deal.
You gotta have that.
Grand Jan taught me right.
I'm gonna do. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. I got 2 more. I might as well go through the other 2 DVDs because they're 3 for $9. So this I got because Jason made me. This is a lenticular cover of Batman Begins, but this is out of print and you couldn't get it because this is the big like multi-disc set there too. But it has this comic book with it that they lost the rights to it.
Yeah, apparently they weren't supposed to. It was something with including that in the set because that comic book is still available. I think you can buy. I think it's The Long Halloween. I think it's The Long Halloween is the name of the graphic novel, or it's portions from different ones. But yeah, it was out of print. They yanked it actually pretty fast. It wasn't in print for very long, and they got rid of it. And then they put it out just this by itself. No lenticular, no comic book. So
I got that. I mean, $3 with the lenticular cover, with the out of print, with the comic book. Comic book's in pristine condition.
I always like Batman Begins because I love the idea of Batman getting trained by ninjas.
Yeah,
it's
I
like putting 2 cool things together that I loved as a kid.
I really like that too. I actually think Batman Begins a bit underrated because everybody thinks about the Dark Knight.
Yeah, the Dark Knight was just so damn good.
That's a pretty heavy set right there too.
Yeah, it's thick, it's girthy, just like I like them.
It's girthy.
It's a girthy box set. I've heard you talk about this one. I am not sure if I've ever seen this before. Oh. This is the remake of My Bloody Valentine.
Look at that.
With the exclusive Walmart slipcover. That's a Walmart. It's got my favorite thing right there. It's got that extra little hole.
Got the hole.
I love those. Those drive me crazy. But we're going to see if the digital still works. Hopefully they didn't use it.
I like that movie, though, because I'm a big Jensen Ackles fan and a big Tom Atkins fan and a fan of gratuitous nudity in horror movies. And that has all 3. Check, check, check.
You sold me on Tom Atkins, gratuitous nudity. $7. I'm not going to complain about that.
You can't complain. And speaking of gratuitous nudity, this one is definitely in the spirit of Brian from the last movie Standing, because I realized when I did my most recent list, I did not have this movie on physical media at all, my raunchy comedies list. But they did have Porky's The Extra Steamy Edition. It's a whole new way to get girls. Special features, I don't know. It's got a full-length commentary with the director. Porky's Through the Peephole. So it's got some featurettes on here, but it's good, clean, dirty fun. It says, I'm not sure what the Extra Steamy Edition actually has. Is there extra TNA? I don't know, but we will soon find out.
Cross our fingers.
Yes.
I'm triggered just sitting next to you holding that. I am triggered. I can't believe they spelled whole H-O-L-E. I can't believe that. Those boys in that movie looked in at the women in the shower and they should be ashamed of themselves.
How dare they?
If they ever invent a time machine, I'm sending all my feminist friends back there to slap those young men. Can't believe it.
I'll do one more because I think we got an uneven amount. I can't remember though.
Do one more.
He's got some records over there.
I got records special. Too. I got some vinyl.
Okay, so I'll do this one because I am pretty sure this is out of print on 4K. This is the Punisher. This is the Thomas Jane Punisher, which to me is still the best one. I mean, the show wasn't bad, but I like this one. It's got the Blu-ray and the 4K. No slip. I don't know if it ever had the slip, but $9.99. I am relatively sure this is out of print. So I picked that up.
I almost got like an acid flashback when you open that up. The disc has the blue bar going across it. I thought it was like a Vinegar Syndrome. I was like, what? They did the Punisher? Like I almost.
Oh man, I would kill for them to do the Punisher as a
wild.
VSU. Oh god,
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
If they did the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, I mean, that would fit in the VSU line. I would be.
Oh yeah,
very excited about that.
Yeah, this is Lionsgate, so I actually really like this. I think he did a good job. I think this one's a bit underrated.
That one has what's her name in it, right? Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, you can't complain about Rebecca Romaine. Come on.
Good movie. Good.
Sorry, honey.
Good movie.
Let's see. What do I got next? Oh, let's do this one next. I'm gonna move this so you can see the title. Father of the Bride, but not the one you're thinking of with Steve Martin. This is Elizabeth Taylor. Okay. I like Steve Martin better, but still, Liz Taylor's a legend. Warner Classics, $12, $11, $12, whatever this was, and I've never seen it before, so we're gonna fix that, and I'm gonna tell my wife I got this one for her too. She's probably not watching this. She might be. I might be in trouble, but I'm definitely gonna tell my wife I got her this one too. 'Cause she loves classic films just like I do, and Spencer Tracy, Joan Bennett, Elizabeth Taylor, Father of the Bride. I mean. This is going to be great. My wife is going to love it.
You know, Jason had to go with some old classics there. He was really looking for Criterions. They were a little light on them today.
They were. The only Criterions they had were ones that I mean, like Life of Brian, I would have grabbed, but I already have that one.
Yeah. So I picked up what I think is a very underrated movie. This is Tim Burton. Well, a lot of people don't think about this. I just think this is a good... it's Big Fish, and they had the 4K with the slip, but I don't know. I just think it's a real capture of like what the spirit of life is about. Not to get like too deep, but
I'm here for it.
But I really every time I watch it, I'm like, he lived this fantastic life. He really did, and maybe embellished it a little bit, but at the end, not to spoil the end, like guys, this movie's old, but like
I think it's 04, 03.
Yeah,
like that.
So you had like 20 years, but like
we're outside of our statute of limitations.
Yeah, he really did live this life. It's Albert Finney, and he lived this life. Yeah, he added a little bit to it, but that's how he remembered it in his mind because it was so amazing of a life to him. And I don't know. I think
I thought it was a great movie,
a super cool movie that a lot of people don't talk about a lot. But good performance by Ewan McGregor in this too,
as the younger version of the Albert Finney character.
Yeah,
that was great. Albert Finney's a great actor. I love him. R.I.P. He recently passed a couple of years ago, I think, and I thought it was a touching film, and it was the thing that we were actually talking about this just a minute ago. How you can have a gag running through the whole movie that nobody believes a character. They say they've done all this incredible stuff. And none of the other characters believe him. They're like, shut up, Dad. Quit telling me this story about how you were in the circus and blah, blah, blah. And then when Danny DeVito shows up to the funeral, you realize, oh, shit, he was telling the truth the whole time. Like, there's some truth to these wild stories. And I thought that was a nice way to kind of tie up the life that guy lived. It was a good movie. I admit I was dusty in the theater when I saw that movie the first time.
Yeah. Every time I watch this, I get that way. I just feel like it's about living life to its fullest. I think that's the main thing about it, and I dig it. I really
Are there any movies out there that like get you, like hit you in the feels, sometimes bring a tear to your eye, that are like not the movies you'd expect? Like Big Fish kind of makes sense. You get a relationship with your dad. You love your dad.
Yeah.
You're watching this movie, it reminds you about how life is fleeting and short, and we will eventually have to say goodbye to each other and our loved ones and stuff. And so it makes sense that one would shed a tear at the end of Big Fish, how it wraps up so poetically. But there are definitely a few movies out there that definitely like get me right in the feels, and like I'll like legit like try to like hide from my wife, because if she's like she'll get like her nose touching me. I can't do it to you because we're not married, but she'll do it to me because we're married, and her nose will be like this, and she'll be like, "Are you getting emotional right now?" Because she's Samuel L. Jackson, but I'm emotional. I'm the emotional one in the relationship. So.
There's definitely some, and there's some that you would not expect. And I know, like, so a lot of people maybe say, "Oh, well, sports movies. You're a sports guy." But there is a part in Rocky, and it's not the end, it's not the fight, it's not any of that stuff. It's a part of it at the end. It's of the first one when he just stops and he realizes he tells his wife, well, they're not married yet. He tells her that he can't win, that he can't win, but it doesn't matter because all he needs to do is go the distance with Creed. He needs to prove it to himself. Nobody else. Yeah. And then at the end, if you really watch, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't stop to wait to see who won the decision or whatever. He already won. He's done. That part gets me all the time, and it's kind of re-brought up in Rudy when Charles S. Dutton tells him, in this life, you got to prove nothing to nobody but yourself. And I'm a real big believer in that. So like those kind of get me in the feels a little bit in some ways, and then
they're touching moments.
Yeah, they're like they're just like that's what it's kind of about moments. And there was a moment too though in a movie that I recently watched. It's around here somewhere. Summer of '84. I saw it for the first time, and it's right here on the floor. Summer of '84 gift from Ben at Throwback Cafe, and you'll see that on a video here soon. But it's not like it's a nostalgia feel for the childhood. These kids that they're having this adventure, and I could just remember like me and my brother and my uncle and all this stuff, and you're getting out there and you're exploring like haunted barns or some haunted house, and you're riding your bikes till the late at night and everything in very rural area of Georgia. And that's the kind of stuff that will get me sometimes. And sometimes stuff will just make me feel good to the point where it makes me emotional. I think that's the power of movies. And I sometimes it'll be something I've seen a million times and it never got me before. And then it'll get me for some reason.
I got one, and I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I have claimed that I don't feel embarrassment before. So I am going to share it anyway. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, gets me every time. And I got 2 daughters that are young. They like watching that movie now. I love showing it to them. I'm glad that they're into Puss in Boots. But every single time we watch The Last Wish, it gets me in the feels every time. And I got to do this so my wife can. I'm like, I'm like pretending to sneeze. I'm like getting the tissues. Like, ooh, that hay fever.
Yeah.
My wife's like, it's December. I'm like, still. I think there's some flowers in here. Are those live flowers? They're plastic. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish is just such a sweet movie. And I just love Antonio Banderas, like the way he talks.
Oh, yeah.
I wish, if I had a genie, I'd be talking like Antonio Banderas right now.
Antonio Banderas.
Fear me if you dare. I don't know. I
can hear him saying that totally. Like, there's probably so many I just can't even think up off the top of my head. But there's definitely sometimes ones that you just wouldn't expect that would do it, that'll get me for whatever reason. And I like feeling that way. And every now and then though, something will catch me in a wrong nostalgia note, and it'll make me sad, and I'll be like, I don't want to watch it
because it's gone.
Yeah, because it's gone.
Go back.
You can't go back, and I'm like, I don't want to watch.
I feel that today when I'm visiting Atlanta. I'm like, driving around old places, and I'm like, oh man, they knocked down my thing, and the school looks different. I'm like, that's a bummer. But it's a reminder, like you can't go back. They're gonna, knock over the old Korean place and put a parking deck there. It's unfortunate.
They paved Paradise and put up a parking lot.
Yeah, I cried during the live action of Snow White. That's actually because my daughter stepped on my crotch.
Yeah, I was about
she was
to say.
Trying to get across the couch and stepped right on my.
I cried
left.
because I was having to watch it. But that's a different story.
Back to business.
Back to business. Let's see. I'll do this one real quick because you got some, more. But this one you're going to see on another video. This is Hellboy 2, 4K with a slip. Spoiler alert, I'm going to do my Amazon sale haul because I bought a bunch of stuff on this Amazon sale that's still going. I don't know when you see this. Maybe it won't be going. But I got this, and sorry, Amazon, it's coming back because you sent it to me without a slip. And today, I got Hellboy 2 with a slip. So nothing super fancy, but it had the damn slip.
That's why I don't mess with Amazon sometimes.
Amazon roulette.
Amazon roulette. You got to be careful. All right, I got a couple of records today, too. I'll show the records now. Wait.
There was one record that if he didn't get, I was going to get.
It's not this one.
He almost forgot it.
I got Footloose.
Everybody cut. Everybody cut.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Loggins. I mean, the nice thing about old vinyl is it's also like $3 these days. And I don't know. I think this is an original. It's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I think it's
a little bit of shelfware.
Yeah,
but
it's got a little bit of shelfware. I don't think that's new. I don't think
it's
that's a
definitely not new. Because if it was new, it would be like pink vinyl or something. You know how they do that with the vinyl? This has got like
that's got some
liner notes and stuff. Yeah, this looks like an original.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely original.
Yeah, it's like I want all my physical media to be like brand new, but my records, I like them to have some shelfware, little age. I like them to be well loved. I think I've said it on one of my videos before. I just like them to seem like somebody loved this thing.
Yeah.
That I'm now paying $2 for at the Goodwill. You know.
You've got Kenny Loggins, who's the king of '80s soundtracks, but you also have "Holding Out for a Hero."
Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was Bonnie Tyler did what's the name of that album? I have it at home. I stole it from my mom.
Now you totally blanked me.
Something at the Speed of Night. Your whole channel is screaming at me right now.
Yeah, everybody's...
There are almost 17,000 people screaming. It's Something at the Speed of Night. And that's a great album right there.
Yeah, that song, that whole movie, and I know it's not the greatest 4K, but I mean, you watch that movie for everything else. It don't have to be great. Let's see, talking about one that's not great. That's a great segue. This is how you do this. We are professionals here. I went ahead and picked up Birds of Prey.
We wrote all this ahead of time.
Yeah.
We've been scripting this for a day and a half.
Yeah. Which was $8 with the slip. And, I mean, you've got Margot Robbie to watch for a couple of hours. So there's only so bad that could be. And I've only saw this once. I saw this at the movie theater. But for $8 with a pristine slip, like sometimes you just got to buy it on GP, General Principle, on that. It does have the extra...
The extra hole. Yeah, nobody needs that extra hole.
But, yeah, pick that up and I'll watch it again. Definitely.
Is there anybody out there in the world that calls it... Everybody calls it Birds of Prey, right? Have we settled on that? Nobody calls it...
The Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. I will punch you if you think I'm supposed to call you that.
I will burn your whole house down if you call it that. That's awful.
No way.
I remember seeing that in theaters and I thought, that's terrible. Like, maybe it's a Dr. Strangelove thing, or like How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
But like, that's Stanley Kubrick. This is Harley Quinn.
That's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I was offended. Here's the record that you almost bought. I'm sorry.
He almost left it.
I did that, but that
while
was
someone else was going to take his stack of movies.
I had to run and ongbok the guy who was looking through my movies. I set my movies down to look at the records, and then the guy comes over and he's like, "Ooh, movies!" I was like, "I curated that list for me, not you, dog. Find your own." Caddyshack. Look at the back of that.
Look at the back.
That is just so juvenile. Love it. I love it. It's got I can't quite read this. I should have brought my glasses.
Yeah, it's got I'm All Right. You don't need anything else besides that.
I can't wait to play that for my kids. They're going to love that song.
Any way you want it. But let's be honest. You're buying it because it's Caddyshack and because it's got I'm All Right on it. Again, Kenny Loggins strikes.
Yeah.
It's a Kenny Loggins twofer. Now, this next one in here, as I'm trying to put together the Vestron collection, Jason eyeballed this one, and this is actually a really good deal because this is 4 movies in here. This is a harder one to get in a good price, and that's.
Would you pay for that?
$14, $14.99.
I mean, it doesn't get better than that. I think I paid $30 for that.
Yeah, with the slip for the Wishmaster collection. That's all 4 movies, and I actually really dig these movies, and I haven't seen these in a while.
You're welcome.
So that was a good spot on that, and that is a pristine slipcover. So. Nice little 4-film pickup on that. I know he's going to be a big part of this newest In Search of Darkness, too. So, Vestron continues.
Okay. I didn't want your entire audience to, like, hate me, specifically me, because that's the one thing I'm insecure about, right? I want people to like me. I had to look up the Bonnie Tyler thing. I couldn't leave people hanging. Faster Than the Speed of Night.
Okay.
Faster than the Speed of Night. Like, how did I not? I'm embarrassed to say that I heard a Bonnie Tyler song while I was at the airport waiting to fly down this morning, And I looked her up and I read about the album and I still couldn't remember.
And you still couldn't remember it. But that's what happened.
Because you fed me 8 of these.
That's because that's number 8 right there. Was that your? Do you have another?
No,
movie?
I have 2 more movies.
Oh, you got 2 more. I only got 1, so you go ahead.
I have Oblivion, starring my man Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I'm told many times by a lot of women, especially, that I look just like Tom Cruise. Especially in the 90s, like when Mission Impossible was, I was told that all the time, a lot. Trust me, believe me, it happened a lot that I looked like Tom Cruise. Plus, I don't care. Even when he wasn't popular, when he was jumping on the couch and everybody didn't like him because of Scientology, I've always liked Tom Cruise. I feel like that man works hard for our entertainment.
Does.
And
he's a movie star.
He's a movie star. He might be one of the last, but he's not. He's got a persona still. He's got a little bit of that mystique because he's not on Twitter. Like,
yeah, no.
You don't know what he's thinking, and maybe that's weird, but also it's part of what makes him a star. He doesn't have to be so accessible like stars are now. I could just tweet Ana de Armas like right now, and I'd probably get blocked because of what I say. but what I'm saying is she'd have to block me. But I'd get her attention at least for the blocky.
And, you know, he is a big supporter of movie theaters and physical media, so that's pretty cool.
And I thought Oblivion was a good movie.
Yeah.
I thought, it took
Morgan
some turns.
Freeman in there too, right?
It's got that song. I've got the song. I shouldn't start this again. They're good. They're like, you just fixed the problem. Now you're trying to remember the song again. But there's a song from this movie, and holy shit, it's good. The song from this movie, and I think it's called Oblivion, and God, it's good. It's really great. You guys need to go check out the song. It's probably here on YouTube, but go check out the song from Oblivion. I don't know, just Google song from Oblivion. Curse me later, but then thank me once you've heard the song because it's incredible. It's haunting. It's a haunting song.
We're going to let Jason go ahead and do his last one because nothing's going to beat my last one. Although I didn't plan, you're going to know I didn't plan this when you see my last one.
Yeah, we wrote the jokes for a day and a half. We've been working on the scripting for a day and a half, but definitely not the order of these films. I actually got this one. I haven't seen this in so long.
This is an interesting pickup.
Maybe since the 90s it's been since I've seen this. And I'm really hoping that my daughters will like this. I'm hoping I can share this one with my daughters. I got Short Circuit. And this is a second sight release of Short Circuit. If you don't believe me, I don't know if I can get it that close to the camera, but
it's right there in the corner. You can see
it.
It's
second sight. There we go.
Yeah,
It is there. I'm trying not to get the glare, but there we go.
There you go.
Second sight release of Short Circuit. I have a region free player, so it's not going to stop me.
Johnny number 5.
Yeah, I'm hoping my girls like it.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
I liked it as a kid, and I'm thinking
finding a second sight like that in the wild though is
wild.
Pretty wild.
If I go online and find out that there's a slipcover for this stuff, I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm going to Google and see if there's a slipcover for this, and I'm going to order it from eBay for like $57 US. It's going to ship from Australia. And I'm over here like, I could never buy a Neverending Story for that much, but then I'll order a slipcover for
now listen,
$90.
All of these were great. I can't even do it. Somehow this was the big finale is the Suicide Squad sequel. Like
cue the fireworks.
Yeah, like I did not intend for that to be the big finale, but hey, here it is. You've got you've got Harley Quinn again. I've got a double feature of her. Yeah. And hey, you have Stallone as a giant killer shark. So there you go.
I heard that was a good one though.
It's not bad. It's okay, but I mean, it's definitely probably not the finale, but it is the finale in this case because you know why? We have Mellow Mushroom Pizza. It may actually be out there already. I don't know. They don't knock on the door. They just leave it on the damn doorstep.
They do that now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So that's what we've got for you. We hope you enjoyed this. Make sure that you are subscribed to Jason over at Pop Culture Mass, one of the Wild Bunch. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to him. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a long, I don't know how much I'll be able to play of when we were in there because they have copyrighted music going on and off.
Oh,
so
yeah, they did.
I will see what I can do with it. And hopefully it was a lot of fun for you. And I know everybody hates this, but like and subscribe. It helps. Make sure you subscribe over there. He's building up his chasing Jason out in the wild today.
That was kind of that was silly. A lot of people watch this, right? I'm embarrassed now. Chasing Jason out in the wild. I just realized that rhymed, and I had to say it because I have Tourette's.
You have to. But you know the drill. Until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase and Jason.
Chase and Jason.
And
All right, I'm sorry.
We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
I know.